What up? What up? All right. Gonna get started. Back again with the Nomad. Move. And move this box around. Stuff's getting in the way. All right. We're gonna get started in a little bit right now. Got my coffee, water. Let's see what we get into tonight. We're gonna do an update on the Nomad. You know, yesterday's live, it was something I was trying to attempt, and then I kind of, not that I gave up on it, but I had to stop because I had to bounce. And off camera today, I pretty much put it together, and now it is put together. What we were trying to do. I'm gonna show you guys that in a little bit right now. Let me see. I'm just trying to get the rest of these parts out here. Let's bust out all the parts and see what's going on with this right here. Do we need this? No. All right, we got the wheels too. All right, cool. So let's see. Let's check it out right now. All right, cool. So all right, so let's see. Let me bring you guys up to speed. So last night we were working on the car, right? And the one thing I was trying to do was pretty much seal this area how you see it right now. This is what I was trying to do. And here it is. Better shot right there. So I was trying to seal it up, right? There was like a square right here, another square right there. And then this bottom portion wasn't there. There was something else. So, you know, I was trying to go about it with my pen marker, tracing it with tape and everything, putting on styrene and everything. And, you know, that tends to work a lot of the times. But seeing this one, it had a really intricate kind of shape. I later was like, you know what? That's just going to take so much time. It's going to waste my time. We got right now we're moving fast, you know? We can't waste any time. So decided to pretty much snip right here, and we just removed that bottom portion, the original piece. What I ended up replacing it with is with strips of styrene. I'm gonna flip the back right here. Let's see how close right there you guys could see that. You see a long strip of styrene and two little squares the same size. So I managed to fit those in there, and then I put glue from the inside. And I put well, I didn't put any on the outside, but you see right here, that's from the bodywork right there. And you see how you see the line, and then all of a sudden it stops right here. Same thing, line, and then it stops right there. That's because this top area, since I put a little square, it wasn't flat. It was still, when you rub your finger, you could feel the square still sticking out. So it's always best to have a little bit more out as opposed to a little bit more in, because if you put it in, then you have to put glue and build it up. And no, you want to have it a little bit out, so this way you could start to sand it. One of the tricks is starting with files and then hitting it with your sanding pads or sandpaper. So pretty much you see this, the fitment right here fits really good, right? So then just very carefully, I was just going in a forward motion, back and forth, back and forth. The same with here. You start to flatten up that little hump. The same with this. This is a half round file that's, you know, pointing at the tip, but it's a half round. And the same with this. I love using this one because with the roundness of it, you hold with this finger the flat side and you start to kind of work it, right? The same thing, you could get into these little grooves, these little corners right here, and you just start, you know, filing away, and you start to get everything nice and uniformed. Now it looks a lot better. If you see last night's live, it did not look like this. You know, I was sanding like crazy, and I was just like, man, it looks kind of weird. But now it's starting to take shape. It's starting to come together, and I'm really happy about that. As far as this, not to worry. We're going to do this tonight. I do have my scriber. This is a Tamiya. They label it as engraver right there. This is a 0.1. And then this is the holder right here. So this is the tool we're going to be using. Let's see here. Real quick, I'll show you guys something. And I know you guys are going to recognize this. Let me go into the toolbox. Okay. So, you know, back then, this is the tool everybody was using. The bare metal foil tool, scriber. And I mean, I wasn't using this. I didn't even know about this until 2015 when I got back into scale model building. And, you know, I was like, oh, cool. I didn't know there was a tool. You know, many friends recommended this tool, and it works great. I mean, you could get in there, you could scribe, you could possibly open up some doors and stuff. But, you know, it doesn't say about a size, and it's just pointing at the tip. But then, you know, it gets wide. And the problem with this is the more you start carving into it, you start to dive into that thickness. All of a sudden you have some really thick lines, and it just looks kind of weird. So this one's mine that I bought back then. You know, I ended up retiring it pretty much. I really don't have a use for it, but I still kept it in the packaging and everything, you know, nostalgia type of stuff. And who knows, maybe one day I'll need it for something, you know. It might not be the doors, but it could be for something else, right? Maybe something, you know, home improvement, something in the house that they're like, oh man, we just need to scribe this little line. I'm like, hold on, I'll be right back. And I just like run to my house, bring it out. I got the tool, you know, that could come in handy. Another thing we're going to need again is going to be the tape right here. The 3M tape, not 3M, HIQ parts, my bad. I take that back. This is HIQ parts tape from Japan. It's clear, it's thin. I'm going with this one because, you know, we want to get in there. If I wanted to rock this one would also work as well. It's a little bit thicker. You could also rock it perfect right there, either way. But we're going to be going with this one right here. Let me get the styrene so I can show you guys the number of the styrene that I used for this bottom piece, in case if you guys want to replicate or do something similar like that. Here it is. Here it is. Styrene. Dang. All right. Let's see here. All right. So I used a couple different pieces. Let me double check if this is the one I used for the back, because I used one for the side. I'm gonna bring you guys. That'll be the next thing we'll talk about. Let's see. Yeah, this is the one I used for the back. It's gonna be, this is the part number 158 right there. So if you guys want to dial that in right there, look, I bought this at Ventura Hobbies. Well, I didn't buy it on that date. I think that's the date that they got it, but it must have been around that time in 2018, maybe 2019. But yeah, this is, and look, I haven't even, dude, that's a lot of pieces right here, bro. You know, goes a long way. You just need one little pack, bam, goes a long way. Let's see here. So, you know, we clip out the bottom, even the little squares. The little squares, like, boom, that thing fit perfect in there, right? Put the little squares. We put this piece right here. We measured it, and bam, you snap that thing and glued it right in there, man. This thing fit great. See, like down here at the bottom, that's the size right there. So it's always good and handy to have this kind of stuff for customizing, filling stuff in. All right. So those of you that were on here last night when I was working on the car, another thing I talked about was the bottom portion, right? I said, oh, this one's straight, this one's all crooked, right? I was trying to fix it and fix it. And then you guys saw me cut this. I flipped it upside down, backwards and everything. I lined it up. But you know what? Today, when I was not live and I was chilling, I was staring at the car and I was going like, okay, what are the things I need to fix right now? Because if I don't do it now, it's going to bother me later. You know, it's going to come back to haunt me. So I said, you know what? I really don't like the way I did that. I just don't. I only did a little piece. It still was all weird. So I said, all right, no worries. We snipped it here. Here, let me get this file. I cut it right here and I cut it now over here. We removed that piece and we just threw it away. So then we came back and we used this part. Styrene strip from Evergreen number 146. So here, let me get a little piece. This one, you could tell I use this one probably more because there's a lot of small little pieces. So look at this. This is a nice straight and nice thickness right there. There, it gives you the measurements right here as well. And look at this. This thing, like nothing. I was like, oh, dude, perfect. Meant to be. Look at that. Right there. Bam. Go to the other side. Bam. Right there. Right? So basically, I just lined it up. I cut it to the size and I glued it on. You can see it right there. Look. The white part. That's the styrene strip right there. So the styrene strip got adopted. Now it's part of this family. And I did a really minimal sanding. Really minimal sanding right here. You can still kind of feel it and see it. But what's going to happen is I'm going to try to find another strip, a thinner one, to lay it above this section right here and kind of go from there. So, let's see here. So those are the things I did right there. Now looking at the car, the first thing I see is I need to correct this part right here. I also need to start doing fitment checks for the fenders for the inside. Start getting all that locked in right there. Let me get my tweezers. And then, you know, start pretty much working it. You know, we have to man, I didn't get that part right there, but I primered the inside all right here in the roof right there. And then so there's this and then there's also this. So I need to pretty much glue in some parts and I need to basically back mask the interior, because I'm going to end up painting all this most likely black, you know. No one, I don't know. I already glued a lot of this stuff and no one's going to see the bottom. So I was thinking of possibly just doing it all black and maybe with the marker or something I could touch up some areas or whatever. I'm not really trying to get fancy with the bottom right here just because it's always going to be like that, you know. And I don't know. I'm not gonna display. I'm not gonna put a glass or nothing underneath. There's nothing fancy about it. The focus is the paint job, and the look. That's my focus right there, for this build, right here. So, boom. Let's and then we're gonna do a fitment. Also, we might need to cut the back now, because look, now that we put that styrene strip, filling it in, you see, you're gonna see some right here. Some tension, so we might have to cut these little nubs. Let's just do it. Let's commit to it right now and let's do it up. It's just plastic. That's the attitude. Let's not worry or panic. Everything is gonna be fine. If, let's say, for some reason I was like, oh dude, I needed that piece, I could just get some styrene and put some on there and we'll be fine. Let's see here. Let me pop this back in now, and let's do another test fitment. Let's see what's going on right here. Let me see the back. Maybe I need to remove a little bit more of the back. No, it's kind of going there. Let's see. We got to just make sure. Let me see if things line up right there. right here. Look at that. And right here, obviously, we're gonna look at that. There's a little, like, it sticks down right on that frame. That's the part where it's kind of a little wonky right there. But everything else seems to be pretty straight on there. I think that's how this goes. Yeah, because there's a little indentation right here where the chassis right there. It looks like it meets right there. Um, all these parts look pretty lined up. Everything looks somewhat even right there. Even the back right here. This looks pretty even. In case of anything, like if, let's say, if I'm like, you know what, that still looks kind of tight. I could still cut through this, and it's not gonna affect it. So we're gonna do all that. Let's do that first. Then we'll scribe, and then we're gonna look through all these parts and see what we need and what we need to get prepped for tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll be here working from home again. So at some point, during downtime and stuff, I'm gonna basically be able to primer this. I'm expecting sun. I don't know. I never really look at the weather, to be honest with you. It's always my wife telling me like, oh, this is the weather, this and that. And I'm like, all right, cool. I'm in here, whether it's hot or cold, I'm going to be in here putting in the work. So let's see here. Let's go ahead and we're going to use these nippers right here. These are my 45-degree angle nippers right here that we're going to use for this job. I love these ones right here. Well, I gotta show some love to these ones too, because we've had these for for some years now, and we used to carry them back then. And I don't know, man. I felt like they were like some of the most slept on tools right there. And now they're not around, and now they're really hard to find. Let me put some tape right here. So I can hold this down real quick. All right, I just wanted to hold the exhaust because I know that thing's gonna be moving around. Nothing's been glued on that part. This is still loose, so I need to glue that down as well and get that working in there. Let's see here. Boom. All right, so we're just gonna get it close, like right here. I like the sound of that snap right there. Sounds pretty cool. Okay. So we cut this little strip right here. And now I'm debating about if I should cut. I'm thinking about cutting like half of this off. I almost feel like it's gonna get in the way. Yeah, these things work great. Let's say you want to cut like this tab off right here, and if you're trying to do this, you could get in there, but then this one right here too, bam, you could do 45 in any kind of angle. When I was working on the bug for the bottom, I needed these, and they ended up coming through right there. Pretty cool. Let's see here. Let me test fit it again for the back. All right, now that we cut that piece, let's see how well it sits in there. Okay. This bit, boom, boom. There we go. Yeah, it's a little bit better now on that part. It's not much of a tension from that top piece, because like you got to think of the tailgate, right? It's curving in, so we cut a strip from this top part when it's going in. Let's see Let me cut a little bit with my hobby knife. And just shave off some of this stuff right here. On this part, and then we're gonna do the bottom part too. Man, tomorrow's Wednesday already. Month's gonna be gone pretty soon. Dang, it's going through. This month's gonna be gone. I'll be turning 43 at the end of this month. Trying to put in all the work I can. Get these projects done up. That way we could chill and see what else we get ourselves into. Okay. So we have that now. This right here. So like I said, this is all gonna be the black part at the bottom right there. Let's go ahead and scribe this thing now. Where is it? Oh, here it is. I always like to use my tweezers. I don't really like to use my hands touching the tape, because when you peel it off, it's transparent, and the minute that you touch it with your fingers, you leave a fingerprint, and already you're leaving like debris on there. So I kind of have this method where I use my pinky and my other finger to kind of hold it, and then let's see here. Let me see how big, or maybe up to there. Sometimes it curls up, so you have to be a little careful. There we go. See, it starts to curl up right there. And then what we do is we're going to place it on here. Push down a little bit on there. All right, cool. We're starting at that point right there. And then we're going to get the very end, and we're going to just pull this tape down and see how far we can get it to cruise. And I think I got it right there where it needs to be. All right, so the trick with this is when you score it back, you got to go slow, and you try to lean on the tape. So you can go about it this way, or you could even mess with it the other way. It just depends what you feel most comfortable with, you know? Sometimes what's happened to me is whenever I start kind of messing up, I flip it around the other way, because it could happen too. But that's like if you're pulling really hard. But if you start pulling it really slow, you should be fine. Let's see here. So right now I'm gonna go really slow. There we go. All right. So now the closer I'm looking at it right now, I'm starting to see on the there's a little area where I need a sand, and that's something that I need to do it tonight. That way tomorrow when we get ready to primer, we're not like, oh man, I should have, like, I got to stop everything now and put in that work. Okay. So now right here. No, and I'll show you guys where. Okay. So I think we got the lines down now. Close up. Let's see if it actually gets it better like this. Put the scriber right here. Pull back. Really slow. You start to scribe. The thing I like about this scriber compared to the bare metal foil one is this one is just thin, straight. Like this whole little section, the beak of what you need, it's all one size right there. So even if you get in there, I mean it's still gonna be the same size right there. And this is like perfect, so especially for the doors, anywhere you're cutting in between. Okay. So let me remove this tape now. Cool. So now we have a little bit more structure with the lines. Right here, there's some areas I need to, let me see if it gets in the light. There's like some little marks I need to get rid of. Because if I don't get rid of them, you're going to be able to see them when I shoot pearl on this. Well, especially like the paint that I'm going to be rocking. You're going to definitely see that thing right there. So let's see real quick. Yeah, I think with 400 it should be fine. I don't need to be too aggressive with it. But yeah, these are the little things that take time, you know, the uh the body work right here. Yeah, like once we finish all these mods, man, dude, I'm ready. I'm ready to paint. Already have my paints, got the booth set up, everything's like set up. Like you can even see the little square right there of the styrene that I put in. That's cool. You know what? We're gonna just go ahead and sand the other side too, because we're gonna end up primering this tomorrow morning. So it might as well just hit the hit this part too. So when you do this sanding, it fills in that little line, right? The one that we just uncovered, and then you get in there. There, you start to bring it back with that scriber. See how close we can get because there's no light. But yeah, there's a there's a difference when we start putting in the work with certain things or just getting the ideas or having the tools. Putting in the work, not giving up. You'll start to like see progress and progress on those builds as you're going. Oops, sorry guys, I like pulled away right there on camera. All right, let's go this technique like this, the side to side. And we're rocking 400 grit God hand. Okay, let's scribe this one. Let's just go really slow. Okay. All right, cool. So I'm happy we got to do that at least to the body. So let's set the body down. I think we could set that over here for now. And let's go ahead and start previewing the parts of what is going to be primered. So we got the bench seat, then we got the back part right here. Damn, this part's all rough. Right here feels crazy. So we gotta fix this right here. So this is one thing that we need to do. This one is another part that we're gonna have to mock up. Probably gonna take those inside. Door panels. This is from the tailgate for the inside. And this is most likely another piece we're going to be using on the interior at the bottom. The dash. We need that. Here's the other part that matches. This radiator. And then we have some other parts here for the engine, like the fan. Let's cut the fan out. Here, let me see if I could turn the camera a little bit, because this thing, let me see if it'll let me. There we go. Hey, thank you guys for watching too, as well. I appreciate you guys checking this out. I hope you guys are enjoying it and maybe learning some stuff along the way. All right, let me get some coffee real quick. So it's Wednesday. Let's say if tomorrow I get a lot of the bottom done, interior primered up, stuff like that. I could see a possibility of probably even Thursday or over the weekend, probably start painting it already. Yeah, I was looking at some colors on the Coast Airbrush website regarding like effects and things like that. Because I will be using an effect for the bottom. I mean the roof of the car, and I was just kind of checking that out right there to see. All right, steering wheels. I really don't think I'll be using any of these steering wheels, but I'm still gonna cut them out just in case if in the future something pops up or I need one or something. I don't throw them away. Yeah, it's a thick styrene right here. Cuts it like nothing. Yeah, these are some big old chunks. The workhorse. Yeah, there we go. All I had to do is just put a little bit of pressure. We got steering wheels. I think this was I know it's the hinge for the back window. We're not even going to use that. And I think this is the one for the hood. This bad boy right here. Probably won't need that either. Inner fenders, we are going to have to most likely put those in there. So we'll set that up over there. We got the engine. Let's see here. The other rings for the wheels. And I'm not using this type of suspension. I think this was for the gasser. Man, that would have been fun, right? Maybe I should switch it up. I don't know. Yeah, but this is like the components here. If damn, that thing's huge. The way it pops up right there. Get rid of some of that flash. But yeah, these are like extra parts. So this is already trash right here. Don't need that. Here, let me get a box going. Start tossing some stuff. Don't need that. I'll hold on to these. That thing's long. That'd be cool if you had you know, a way to recycle this. Let's see. I'm gonna just cut out the piece here because we might need this. I haven't even looked at the instructions yet for these smaller pieces. I remember one time doing this and I really wasn't looking at the parts. Ended up throwing away something that I needed. And I was like, oh, dude, where is it? And then it hit me. Dude, I threw it away. For sure, I threw that piece away. Yeah, these are all some of the interior parts right here. The gas pedal. Then we have the chrome, glass. Oh yeah, that's another thing I wanted to do. I wanted to test fit some of the chrome, especially in the rear. Let's see here. So this is these parts. That was the one thing that it was on my mind, was the test fitting. I was like, you know what? I actually need a test fit some of this stuff that goes in this car, because what if it doesn't even fit? And I'm over here putting in the work. So here, let's grab these headlights. There we go. Got that. All right. I think I need these too. I think these are what part is this? Let me get the instructions. Oh, okay. Damn. Let's see these bad boys right here. These are supposed to go on the top. Oh, that was just flash. Dang, well, it was a big old piece, and then it got all small. Yeah, this is just flash. Okay. We'll touch this up with the chrome marker for sure. All right, let's see. Let's see if this fits. We haven't even tested it out yet. Because if it doesn't fit, we'll have to modify it to make it fit. You know what? Let me put it on this side since I cut it from the inside. Okay. So that part went in there pretty smooth. So far, let's see. Okay. Ah. Okay, here, let me get my knife. Let's see if that helps. It's more in the middle. Okay. Yeah, because it feels tight, and then as I press down, it turns. It doesn't really want to go in there. Ah, oh, I dropped it. Hold on. Let me set this way here. Let me take a look again. Trying to hook to see if there's any debris. There we go. This one I went in, it just popped out, but there. Got it now. There's the two top ones for the back. Now, I think we're gonna start stepping into the more critical parts. Yeah, there's always some areas whenever the companies chrome the trees back in the day, or I don't know. There's certain areas where they attached it, you end up cutting because you have to cut it off, and you get to see the the chrome piece. You expose it. Right now I'm just shaving off that chunk that was sticking out, and then I have to use that Molotov or Disc Chrome. Okay, so there you got it. The next part I need is gonna be this right here. for the rear. Okay. So these are going to meet right here. So that's going right there. And these are going to meet right there. Right there. Yeah, I guess that's it. So it's that, but let's all right, so let's do this. Let me see if I can grab a little piece of tape. There. I'm gonna put another piece for the other side. I just want to see how it lines up because I need to make sure that the bottom of the new installed tailgate, it can seal along with the bumper, because if not, we're gonna run into a problem right there that later we won't be able to come back and correct that. We'll be kind of screwed. Just trying to be very careful when I'm cutting this, putting pressure but not too much. That's what I like about the small blades. You could get in here, these tight little areas. Okay, we're gonna do the same right now. We're gonna get some tape. Okay. If you guys are home right now, working on your models, building along with me. If not, grab a cup of coffee, chill out. All right. All right. Let's see. Here we go. Is it like this, or is it the other way? No, it's like, I think it's like this, right? All right. Now I'm thinking I got them switched the wrong way. Hold on. They're kind of trippy. It just put it on the other one on one side, one on the other. Let's see. We're just gonna switch it up. Yeah, I think it's right there. The Bel Air. No, it's kind of the same thing. All right. All right, cool. Damn, look, it does. Here, let me switch cameras. It does line up with the somewhat. Look at that. What? Dang. Like that. Dude, I thought it wasn't going to work. I was going to tell you guys, oh, dudes, I don't know what to do, bro. I give up. Let me see. Bam. Slammed. Scraping. Right there. What? All right. It's coffee break. Coffee break, fellas. Oh, man. Here, let me get some coffee now. All right. So I think the back's cool. I think we could not worry about the back and we could keep moving forward. All right, cool. So I'm happy with that part right there. And then this obviously would go right here. Something like that. Man, a lot of chrome. What? I'm just gonna make that color pop. And then I'm gonna put mirror finish on all these too. And then it's gonna have a lot of mirror finish around the trim too. So it's gonna pop. The chrome's what's gonna hide whatever, if there's a little area where it's like jacked up or whatever, that's what's gonna kind of hide it and be like, oh, I didn't see that, bro. That chrome is blinding me. Now I'm playing. Let's see. So chrome parts, gotta set these aside. I'm gonna have to get a new baggie in a little bit right now to put that stuff away because I do not want. I can't lose it. This is it. I don't have any more. Yeah. All right. Let's see. Put that right there. All right. The other part was. Let's look at the front. Oh yeah, the headlights. We gotta try to put those in there. Yeah, I don't know if this bad boy. I think that's how it goes. Yep. All right, we got the headlights right here. Oh yeah, and then we got these little. I don't know what you call these. They look like little bullets. Oh, I gotta cut it somewhere else. Right here. These go on the hood. Right there. Damn, they look huge. I have to sand the bottom. Oh wait. There's flash. Right here. I wonder, I was like, what's going on? Here, let me just sand the bottom. Get a little. It's always good to have like a really hard flat, something that doesn't bend when you just sand these things like this because it'll get it flat. Okay. Here's the hood. All right, so it's right there, but it looks like there's still flash like even right here on this outside portion. It looks kind of funky. Out the that one's gonna go right there. Oh. We'll test that one later. Headlights. Headlights, probably more important. The headlights. That one just came off. It has a lot of flash. Yeah, I need the hobby knife for this part. This flash is it's pretty thin. Bottom part. We're just scribing out the flash from the outside of the housing of the headlights here. The housing of the housing. Now the inside. Okay. Let's go ahead and get this piece out of here. Let's break it away. Break the other piece away. Oh. Yeah. Whoo. Fell on my lap. Okay. Let's sand a little bit. Okay. All right, all right. There we go. There it is. Yeah, no, this one fits more on this side. And this other one fits more on that side. So a lot of this, I'm gonna end up gluing it with my white glue. Cool. So we have the headlights now, right there. Let's see this part, because we don't have the hood glued down. So I might just tape it right now, and then we'll see if we could do a mock-up of the rest of the hood here. Okay. Oh yeah, this has a lot of flash in the back. So I'll set that over there. All right, let's get down to the hood. All right, so it's telling me there's another part that goes on the hood part. part is that? I don't see it here. It's probably a small little part. Or is it this one? No, it's not that one. Yeah, just get the chrome. So this goes like right around right here. Yeah, I think I'm missing like a little part that goes right there, but we'll figure something out right now. It's just we're just test fitting everything, kind of winging it, because the hood's not glued or nothing down. It's gonna be moving around. And it looks like there's another part that goes in between this. I guess where this part? Or are these the options? Oh wait. I think we glue that in. Kind of like that look. That looks dope. Yeah, maybe we don't need. Yeah, I guess I think these are the options. You can't double up, stack them up. That would be kind of dope if we had this one instead. Come on. These are moving around. All of a sudden, it wants to move around. There. Yeah, because it would be kind of cool if we use that grill with this piece like here. Be like a custom. But I don't know if that's the. That doesn't show it. I'm trying to see if. Yeah. No. So let me read it. Custom tubular bar grill chrome part number 125. Part number 102. That's just the stock grill. So yeah. So we're gonna go with the tubular. We're gonna end up hooking that tubular right here. Boom. We're gonna hook that up right here. Glue these two pieces together. Once these are glued together, then bam, and then the other lights, headlights. That should be pretty cool. We should do that right there. But in case if I change my mind, if I'm like, man, maybe I don't want it to be like that. Maybe I'll just go OG style like that. Let's see. See how it fits. Oh wait, I'm all putting it upside down. Come on, bro. There we go. Oof. Oof. I'm embarrassing myself in front of you guys right now. There we go. Duh, fool. That's how it goes, dog. Come on, bro. Shoot. Man, if I was in high school, all my friends would be like telling me, come on, dude. What the fuck, bro? What are you doing, dog? Woo. Dang. It's crazy. Sometimes I bust out the. It's been years, but whenever I bust out my high school yearbook, I'll be like, oh, dang, forgot about him. This guy was hella cool, mad funny, you know? There's always something. Let's see. What's going on? Oh, okay. So wait, is this piece supposed to be chrome too? Maybe it's this piece right here. What number is it? It don't say. Yeah, I think I need this piece. Let's cut it right here. Cut it. Ready? Cut the red cable. Oh, it's the wrong one. All right, the blue one. Oh, we did it. We did it. All right. Yeah, but man, high school was fun. It's crazy, but fun. Let's see. Pretty sure this goes right here. Pretty sure. Ooh, look at that. We sealed it. Dang. It has enough pressure that it just fits pretty good. Boom. Oh, yeah, dude. We're going to go old school, bro. Nah, we ain't going custom. We're going OG. Right here. Look at that girl. Look. Just here she is like her just teeth. Like he just brushed his teeth and he's like, look at my teeth, dog. They're clean. Oh, he's got a cleaning. Hell yeah, dog. Bam. Cool. Oh man, I'm happy. Look at this though. We need to cut this little piece off. Come on. Yeah, let's go. Let's go with these ones better. Come on, dog. Boom. Then we're gonna touch that up. Go. That's a go. And then we're gonna save this for a different car. We'll save this for another car. We got a little tubular thing. Let's see. Ooh. Here, let's bust out a different model. Maybe we could put it on one of these models right here. Oh, like this. Bam. Tubular. We'll put it in the back, behind the headlights or something. I don't know. But we got an extra bonus chrome piece right here that we're gonna set up right up here. We're gonna put this one away so we don't lose it because we're not gonna use it for this build. All right. Whew. All right. Let's see. There's all kinds of debris. It's looking like a mess. Let me see here. Let's get the machine to eat. This thing's hungry. Ah! Let's see this piece. No! Damn, even dust came out. All right, last piece. Oh, this one broke the machine. You hear that? Uh-oh. Oh, look, it's right there. Oh, dang, couldn't defeat this one. You guys heard it. Damn, that was live right there. Even the sound change here, we're gonna cut. It was too big of a part. All right, let's go smaller now. There we go. There, good. Woo. There, desk is clean. All right, cool. so let's remove this now. I'll save the tape because the tape's still good. It's not bad at all. Let's see here. All right. Bam. All right, dudes. I need to take a little break to drink some coffee. If you guys are tuned in, you guys want to say what's up? I think you can now on the right then the chat. Let's see. Let me know if the window opens up. It popped up on mine right now. Top chat. All right. Let's see. Put the side view right here. Look at that. It's a battleground right now. Right here. What are you guys up to? What are you guys doing? What happened here? Dang, I thought something happened. All right. Let's see. Kevin's Models. What's up, brother? I see you. What up, man? Dang. All right. How you doing, bro? All right, cool. So let's see. Let's check this stuff out right here. We managed to tape this down just to kind of hold the piece, and we're gonna retape it right now. Right here. Here, let's see. Can we tilt this a little? Oh, right on, bro. Hell yeah. Nah, thanks, man. I appreciate your support right there. That's cool, man. Let's see. Yeah, I got some new stuff that like some new Tamiya hobby knives and some other stuff that I'll be shipping those things on the weekend. Looking forward to that. Yeah, there's some cool stuff that's dropping pretty soon. Bam. So we got that one there. Let's do the other side. Okay, I see. I think that's why I tilted it, because this camera, you could kind of see a little bit of it. Maybe I could tilt it down a little. Yeah, I'll be getting those back in. I'm out right now. One of my homies, he bought like some of the last extra pieces for it, but I will get those though. My distributor does get those all the time. I think right now they're currently out, but I have them on back order. But yeah, man, that tool definitely comes in handy, bro. It comes in very, very handy, especially when working with body work and everything. It speeds everything up really fast on there. All right, let's see here. Yeah, so most of the stuff that I'm using, definitely gonna. If I don't have it right now, I will be getting it later. Yeah, I need to get more of these bottom holders, because I don't know what happened. I think I got like too lazy or something, and I didn't bust mine out, and then next thing you know, I end up spilling just glue everywhere on my thing, and I'm like, dude, like that was not supposed to happen. And I just made a mess over here. All right, cool. You got it right here. Bam. All right. Here, I need to adjust this camera right here. It's too let me lower it just a little. Right on, man. Yeah, you should definitely, try to get back into it and build some stuff for sure. Um, yeah, I'm like from the bug to this one, I've just been having a lot of fun, just getting these projects completed and done, and just moving forward with it. Let's see here. Damn. Yeah, I'm really just trying to get some stuff done because there's times where I'll be working on a project, and then next thing you know I get busy or whatever, and then next thing I'm not even finishing it, and I'm like, man, like what's going on? I have to get these done for sure. I gotta knock them out. I'm trying to look at something right here. Okay, cool. We're good. We're good. I need to put the jacks. Where they at? Oh, here they are. Are they the same number? But yeah, that's a good idea though, to get the things that you need. That's how my homie is too. Before he gets started on projects, he likes to have all his tools and everything before he even gets started on projects, because it sucks when you get stuck and you have to, you're in the moment already. You're focused and everything, and next thing you got to stop because you don't have everything right there with you. Yeah, I remember back then when I was using Tamiya rattle cans to paint my models, I didn't um I didn't I wouldn't buy like one can. I would buy one can, I wouldn't buy two. And then I ran into a problem where I was painting something, and next thing you know that I ran out of that can, surprisingly, even though like one little can's good for like at least two bodies. And nah, dude, I ran out and I had to rush to the hobby store to get one, to the local hobby store in my area to get one, and they had it, but still it kind of got in the way, like spur of the moment. By the time I got back, like I remember there was like a bunch of traffic and everything, and by the time I got back, like I was already like tired, like I wasn't even in the mood anymore. I was like, man, what happened with the models? Yeah, we're moving. We're just moving kind of fast with this build because the challenge was all that body work and stuff. I wasn't sure. You know, I honestly, to be honest with you, I didn't even know that people were talking about those fitment issues or whatever, whatever. You know, I just was like cool, like it's a repress of a kit, should be fine, and I didn't expect things to be happening, going down, and the next thing you know, I started looking at videos, and I'm like, what? Like more and more people were talking about it. I'm like, oh, come on, really? What? And yeah, it is what it is. But let's see. All right, gotta make this a little smaller. All right, on. Usually build 2 to 3 rockets at once because I can work on one. Oh, nice. Yeah, you got like your assembly line right there. That's cool. That's awesome. Bam. There we go. Just trying to clean this up a little bit right here. Let's show it. Nope. Damn. Come on. It's too small. That's why it doesn't show it. But anyway, I'm just putting in this small little shock right here. I'm gonna glue this down. I've never built a gasser, so I would have loved to. But man, I think if I would have done a gasser, I don't think I would have done it any justice though, just because I don't really know too much of the gassers. So I think people would have been like, "What? That's not that's not how they go." So yeah, I'm not gonna step in that territory yet. Once once I learn more about the gassers and everything, and I'll learn more things about them, some history, some videos and stuff, then I'll start jumping into that world too, and we'll start building some gassers. I really love the way Gary Seeds builds some of his, man. He gets down. That dude gets down. He's always killing it with his builds. Never stop building. That's cool. Let's see here. You know what? I think I might have to glue this down. Yeah, I probably should glue this down so it's not all crooked. So check it out. See this? How it's open, but then you notice it's bigger on this side. I think I'm just gonna go like this, like sandwich this down. Let's see if it does anything in the back. No, look at that. It don't even matter. I mean, I'll do it in the middle, maybe. Maybe like right there in the middle. But yeah, there you go, like right there, maybe. Let's see. Maybe I could put glue in the middle. Right here. Jess Santiago, what's up? I'm currently working at work, watching your live and working on my model. That's dope, man. Hell yeah. Thank you for joining us right here as we put in that work, man. That's cool. That's what's up. Let me see. It's kind of straining now, I think, from bending it. But all right. Let's see. What else do I need to glue? I'm kind of just trying to glue as much as I can because I'm just gonna blast it all in black. Oh yeah, I need number 57. This part right here. I'm gonna use the Mr. Hobby. It's a flat black 1500. That thing is awesome. Let's put that tool away right there. Damn. Oh, what? What up? Kevin Smith 7697. What up, man? What up? What up? All right. So let's see. Let me cut this little piece. Here, let me switch up the angle right here. Damn. Nismo, what up? See, I work on models at work too. Out in my car on break. Oh, right on, man. That's cool. That's what's up. Yeah, I remember there was a time when I lived closer to my parents' house and I'd be working with my dad and then at work and then he would be like, you know what? If you want, take like a 2 hour break or whatever, you know? Or just come back and close or whatever. All right, cool. So I'd go eat, go to my parents' house because that's where I kept all the what do you call it? Like compressor, all my paints, right? And then I would just go over there and I'll whatever I was working on, I'd paint the model, you know, and then I just let it dry or whatever, just leave it alone. And then I go back to work, but I felt good because I was like, oh, dope. I did what I needed to do to the model. And once that was all said and done, then it was like, all right, cool. Uh, what do I like? What do I got to do next? You know. So I'd be at work and I'd just be thinking about the model. Like, oh, now when I get back, I got to do this. I got to do that to it. You know, kind of thing. And I was just pumped. I was like super pumped to get back. So by the time I would get back home to visit my parents' place, I would know what to do, get everything done, and then I'd bounce and I'd go back to my spot where I was living out with my roommate, and I wouldn't bring the model because it was over there, you know, drying or whatever. But then I'd start on a different model back at the other spot. So I'd always be like trying to stay busy, doing something. And during that time, I was learning how to use like the House of Color paint during that time. So that was a fun time. Let's see how we're gonna fit this right here. Yeah, once I moved farther, dang, I had to put everything away. Everything got put away. That little paint room became like a storage room. It just wasn't what it was anymore. It was crazy. Everything changed right there. And yeah, I didn't really have like a designated area to paint or nothing for a long time, for many years, and now finally we're back. We're back to where we wanted it to be at. So very excited about that. All right, we're gonna put just a little bit of glue. I don't think we're gonna put too much. It's gonna let it show like that, and then we'll pick it up later. All right. Or you know what? Why am I even gluing that on? Because I need to paint this anyway, and then I'll paint that separate, and then I'll just glue it on. All right, cool. And then, oh yeah, I need to glue down. I think it was yeah this part right here. I need to glue this down. 'Cause this thing's all. Oh, nice. Working on a 116 my Mini Craft 31 Ford Model A. Oh, that's dope. That's cool. How's that coming along on that build? Let's see here. All right. Just gonna pinch it just a little right there. Get some of this glue just to kind of hold it. The liquid stuff. Cool. All right. There we go. Bam. Yeah, it's not gonna hold. I think I might have to bust out the CA glue for this little part, just because it's not gonna hold. I mean, I'm kind of pressing it. It's kind of it feels like it's like conforming, but it's gonna come off. It's okay. If it comes off, it comes off, and then we'll just keep working it. But I feel like I need to add a little bit of glue. Oh yeah, it's coming off. Like right here, here. We're gonna do this. Let's put some glue on some tape. Get a little toothpick, and we're gonna hook this up right now. Oh, this cap though, man. This cap's all jacked up. I ordered more CA glue, so I should be getting that in hopefully this week. They're based out of California. I was tripping out because even their area codes for their it's 805, and I was like, wait a minute, like that's where I was living at before in that with that area code. but they're a little bit more up north. Come on, glue. This thing is so jacked up. Oh, this thing is not working. Yeah, this stuff's it's probably all dried up. Here, time to bust out a new one. All right, we're just gonna bust out a new one. We're over here struggling. All right, let's cut it. Ready? There we go. Let's pour a little bit of glue. Right there. We just need a little dot. All right. So Minicraft, I've never heard of that company, Minicraft. Has that one been around like for a minute or like from back then? That's interesting, Minicraft. I never heard of that one. I'm gonna look it up later. I'll look that up. All right, so we're putting some glue in here, just a little bit, just so it kind of holds this piece in there. Then I'm gonna probably hold it for a bit. I should have busted out the accelerator. Here, I'll be back. I'm gonna put a little bit of accelerator because I don't want to just be holding this whole time. I'll be back. Let me go grab this thing. All right. So we got the glue on there. Let me put little glue on this side. Bam. All right. Got that one out of the way now. Let's see. All right. Whew. All right. Bodies over here. All these extra parts. This is trash. All right. Cool. So for the bottom, I'm just gonna lightly scuff it in some areas, and then we're gonna paint the bottom, paint all this with the rattle can. Yeah, maybe I should also glue these exhaust pipes. They're gonna pop out right there. Yep. All right. Just trying to visually see how this is all gonna flow together. Got the chassis. Let's get the out of the grill here. Lock that girl right there. Oh yeah, nice. So that's the part that's gonna hold the grill right there. Bam, those two little pegs right at the bottom. That's gonna keep it lined up and straight. So I'll glue that part right there. So I'll probably well, I'm gonna be using white glue for the a lot of the chrome stuff at the bottom. Unless I get that the CA gold, I might rock that right there. So another thing I've been contemplating. Oh yeah, I haven't even test fit this piece. What? Let's see. I think it goes here. Yeah, I need to the radiator. Um, let's see here. There we go. I didn't even test fit that. I was about to build this thing without it. Well, I cut it out, but I didn't even put it on there. Wait, let me make sure. Yeah. I was like, wait, did I put the wrong way? No, it's the right way. All right. So let's say, bam, we put the radiator right there, right? Then we got the hood. Oh yeah, the inner fenders too. We got to get those bad boys in there too. Boom. So I've been thinking about this. I've been thinking about possibly hinging the hood. Been thinking about it. That way it opens up like that. Bam. And you could just see somewhat of the inside. It's not gonna be too fancy. I mean, just the engine will be in there. And let's see. Let me see if I could fit it in the little, oh, thing fell down. The bottom. But you know, get the engine in there. Just I might even paint the engine the color of the what do you call it? Here, let me snip something right here. The color of the body. Okay. Just test fitting some stuff, trying to get a more of a better visual. Right there, that's cool. We got the front, we got the back. Just gotta fix this back part right here. So the back's like this. I just need to line it up, like pick this up just a little more and bam, it's gonna be right there locked in. So that should be cool. Then we still got to put those inserts in the inside of these parts right here. Yeah, I'm gonna have to cut this out because it's not gonna line up if I don't remove this part. There we go. That side, we're gonna do this side too. So on these, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna end up painting them separately to match the body of the car. So I have to really like clean these up and I don't know. I'm debating if these might be the color of the body or the color of the roof. So we're gonna do that up right there, and then once those are painted, I'm just gonna insert them. I'm gonna glue them in here like that on this side. Right now it's gonna fall, but you know, I'll glue them right here. Boom. And then I'll do the door. The door, same thing. It's gonna match. Put the insert in there. We'll have that set up. So I gotta make sure that these are matching right here. So, you know, who knows? Maybe I'll do maybe I could do blue or something, and you know, another color in the middle. We'll see. We'll see. We'll play around with it. You know, we'll play around with it and see what we get into. But these already for tomorrow, all that stuff's gonna be primered. This is gonna be primered. The bottom chassis, the radiator, and even these small parts right here, they need to be primered. I need to get the engine going. Let me see the instructions here. So we have, let's see. Oh no, I don't think it's this one I need. No, it's the other one. I need 22 and 23. So I'm doing the fuel injection. There we go. All right, so let's do this side. All right, so number 23 is going on this side. Let's do it up. Damn. All right, let's see. Let's get this. Yeah, there's like a good amount of flash on these pieces. What the heck was that? Because of the heat. Okay. There we go. I'm just gonna use a liquid glue for this section. Small parts. Gets right in there. Hold it down. That stuff smells bad. Like very bad. All right, we got one side down right there. What up, Joe? What's up, man? How you doing? Oh, dope. Hell yeah, bro. I'm not alone. That's what's good, man. Hell yeah. Sometimes I'll be you know, working on the stuff and I'm thinking, dang, how late is it? I'm probably just by myself right now, but it's cool knowing, you know, there's other homies working on their builds too. That's cool. How's your build coming along? do some cleanup right here. Okay. All right. So this one, ooh, gotta clean another little piece right here. Yeah, so I'm gonna primer the whole engine, and then I think I'm gonna come back with the 8K interactive markers and start hitting up some spots. Oh, there's another piece of flash. Let me get rid of it here. There we go. All right, let's see. Stuff smells. I need to hook up like my little fan up in here. All right, let's see. All right. It's holding it. That's for sure right there for now. Oop. Let's see. Maybe I'll put a little bit on the bottom. Sweet. Let's see. Let's cut this little. Do I need to cut this little joint? Oh no, I thought I needed to snip that. Guess not. Snip all these little pieces out that I don't need. Okay. Get all that out right there. I think, are these? Oh yeah, these are the blocks. I don't need that. Whew. Getting there, man. We're making progress. Bunch of progress. All right, so let's set this over here. Let's cover up this knife so it don't fall on anything. Oh yeah, I need to cover up that chrome. Whatever is left, like this sheet, I need to put it away. And then I'm going to put the other ones in another baggie. Damn, right. That's all trash. Got a bunch of trash now right there. Let's see. So these are also parts for the... Here, let's review. So engine... I still need to do some of these parts. I'll do those later. Yeah, all this is done. Suspension. We got the exhaust. If anything, I need this part. The, what is it, 58? Let's see, headers trim. That's going to be these right here. Let me cut them out. Those I'm going to need too. I know I need these interior parts, but I'll bust these out as well later. Those I could paint really fast. Oh, so that's how this would go. I was putting it backwards. It went like this. What the heck? Hold on. What? doesn't make sense. It's like that? No, it doesn't go like that. That's weird. Oh, shoot. You know what? I think it's this part. Oh, damn, I glued it. I need to snap this off. Woo! It broke off. Dope. There we go. Something like this. Yes. That's how it goes. Oh, perfect, dude. What am I doing? That's how it goes. Oh. So I guess... Yep. I think this is the way we're going to go. Yeah, I think this is what I'm going to do. Crazy. I was like... I didn't get it, but it's because I had glued it onto the back of that other piece. Alright. Yeah, because then I'll have more space in the back. And I'll be able to put something here or whatever. And it just looks like the seat's folded down. So that's cool. I could also play with the trim around and all. So that'll be a lot of fun to work with something like that. And then I know this piece is going to go in here. Right there. Bam. But it's a trip because this one also, I think it just, you glue this on already in here. That's my understanding. So I guess you put the glass first and then you come back and you place this in here. Oh, it's like that. Oh, okay. Yeah, there's room for the glass. Crazy. Was there supposed to be a firewall? What's this one? But in the beginning, they tell you to already glue the firewall onto the kit. And now I'm thinking, see, like right here, they're already like firewall. And now I'm thinking maybe I shouldn't put it on the kit. Maybe it should just be on the body. Because I want to make this easier for myself when I'm going to put the body on, you know? I don't want to run into problems where I'm trying to do the fitment and then it's like next thing you know it's not going in because of the dash or because of something else, you know? I want to have everything kind of already put in place. Let's see here. Oh, heck yeah, dude. Watch. You could kind of see in there. So you see, I want it to be flat in there, right? Just flat in there. Oh, you know what? I didn't consider something. Let me take this out. Wonder how it's going to change now when I put this piece. Because this is another piece that had to go on here. go. Let me see if it fits. Here, let me put tape because this is gonna fall. All right, let's see if we can get the back to meet. If it doesn't, I'm gonna have to shave a little bit off that little insert to make it meet. All right, here we go. Oh yeah, there's plenty of space. You won't be able to really tell because a lot of times people are going to be looking like, you know, from wherever like this along these sides, and it's going to be really hard to look deep in there, but there's an insert way back there. And yeah, so that's fine. We could work with that. And then plus, we're going to put, I'm most likely going to put some kind of material in the back. So I might make it a little fluffy in the back and stuff. So it's going to fill in some whatever gaps, whatever there is. So that'd be cool right there. All right. So we got all the chrome pieces. This whole bunch right here, all this stuff's going to get primered right there. All that, everything. It has to. And then later we're gonna hinge, most likely hinge the hood. So the painting is coming soon. And then, you know, I was gonna use the wheels it came with as a mock-up, but I ended up damaging some parts when I spilled my glue. I landed on it, and now I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna end up rocking these wheels or not. I don't know if I'm gonna end up rocking something else. You know, I originally wanted to use these wheels because, you know, I wanted to rock the stock, like the look from the box, like the wheels that it comes with the kit, you know, that way for anybody who was going to be building it, whatever. But then, you know, once we started running into these these mock-up and these fitments, right, these errors on these fitments, it kind of defeats the purpose now. So I was like, oof, I had to modify it somewhat, right? We had to kind of mock this thing up, switch it up. Oh man, I hit the camera cable. And yeah, so I don't know. We'll see what we run into later. This kit also comes with like a white wall insert there. I do have other wheels that I could use, but I feel like those wheels I currently have, they're too small for this car. But we'll see what's up though. I mean, if I have to rock another set of wheels, I'll rock another set of wheels, you know. Let me see. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. And I think this is like as low as I want it. Maybe this low. Maybe I want it a little higher. I really don't want to have it too low, even if it's just a stock stance. I really don't care. I'm happy either way. I think it's just gonna be more because, you know, I do have a lot of the parts that were gonna go in here, and then this whole thing started to fall apart because I lost those little parts. But we'll manage. We'll figure something out as we go. Nothing crazy. But yeah, I need to see what's up about the hood, if I'm gonna end up hinging it or not. Because if I am gonna hinge it, I gotta get on it quick. You know, I gotta Probably do this tomorrow. Have that set up. I just gotta look for my cables, my wires, and all the tools for that. And we'll start getting all that all set up right there. But yeah, I'm gonna get ready to wrap things up, guys. I think we've been on for a couple hours now. Like I said, at least a couple hours is cool. Maximum, for the most part. Even if I get 30 minutes in, that's even fine right there. Like, even if I didn't go live tomorrow, I would, even with 30 minutes, I'll be able to primer up a lot of this stuff that we have right here on the table. The same if I had a hinge, maybe 30 minutes is enough to at least get started. And then later another 30 to like start fitting everything in, start getting everything going, So we're going to see what's up right there. But yeah, a lot of these are just the extra parts that we're going to just hold on to and see what we need to do to finish up right there. But yeah, we're just having fun with it, and we're going to keep moving with it along right there, and it should be coming together really soon. I could already feel the airbrush turning on soon, the compressor and all that. So we'll see what's up right there. But thank you guys for coming through and hanging out. Hopefully on the next one you guys come through again, chill out right here. But I gotta go. I gotta bounce out. It's almost gonna be midnight. I always kind of call it quits once we're getting to that mark also of the time, and it just gets late. But thank you guys for tuning in. I'll see you guys on the next one. All right, take care, guys. Have a good night. Keep building.